What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Celtic Woman. And we're going back to the self-titled album of 2004. I really did enjoy and have heard a number of times since reacting to the opening track, in particular the Walking in the Air, the bulk of the opening track. And yeah, the next tune in the playlist is May It Be. It feels like a phrase I should know some rendering of that. It feels like I've heard it somewhere. Obviously, Let It Be is a phrase which immediately has a musical connection, but I feel like there's some musical connection to May It Be that I'm not familiar with. Now, maybe this is an original tune by them, and if it is, I suppose it's possible. I was aware of Celtic Woman over the years, but it was never a project that I paid direct attention to, and then ultimately in collecting CDs and so on, I acquired this CD. So basically, it's possible I've heard it before, and maybe that's why my brain is convinced that I know this phrase from some musical context. But yeah, it doesn't come back in any concrete form, so it might just be my brain trying to invent some connection that doesn't exist. Either way, let's find out what it sounds like. This is Celtic Woman. The track is May It Be, and it's the second tune on their self-titled album from 2004.
May it be an evening star shines down upon you. May it be as darkness falls, your heart will be true. You walk a lonely road. Oh, how far you are from home. One year, may it be the shadows call, we'll fly away. May it be your journey on to light the day. When night is overcome, you may rise
I don't think I've ever heard that before, but again, the phrase definitely stood out in advance. But either way, really beautiful tune. And if I can pick up on the lyrical fragments I caught, I mean, we're talking about night and day and shadow and light. We're talking about getting through the darkness and, hoping that the person being spoken to will see the sun upon their rising again. So it feels like a well wish, maybe even a prayer. It feels like one meant to instill hope and confidence in the person that it's being addressed to. So it feels very positive, and indeed, there was a line near the end that I caught about a promise. What was it between the speaker and this other person? So it feels like it could be a bond, not just a one-directional sentiment. So very much a sweet tune from what I caught thematically. And the vocals, in this one, is it just a single singer? And again, it lists all the women here on the front. And people did mention when I did one or maybe two reactions to the Holiday album, and then I did a reaction to the first track here. And I think maybe it was that reaction where people talked about, what you would expect to see some of them doing at their performances, at least at this time. So I still don't know the personnel well enough to know who that would have been on the lead vocals there, which again, it sounded like a single singer track. But just really beautiful, and I love those moments where she sort of does those little flourishes where she bends the pitch in a couple different directions in a very quick way, very elegantly. So really sweet, lovely tune. Really excited to go through more Celtic Woman, and indeed now that it's back on my radar, it did slip off for a couple weeks longer than I would have intended, but I will try to keep going through this. And again, once we get back around to the holidays again, I think I went through maybe 2 tracks from that, so we'll have many more to go for the next holidays. But between now and then, I mean, this album has 18 tracks, which includes 2 bonus tunes. So yeah, we'll go through everything here. The next time we come back, it'll be the Isle of, what is it, Innisfree? Innisfree? I'm not familiar with that. I wonder if it is indeed an island off of the main Irish island. Either way, we'll find out when we get there. Do let me know what you think of this, and Luca, the very sleepy cat, and I will see you next time. Peace.